Hello everybody and welcome back to ZENLESS Zone Zero, where we're going to be finishing Into That Pale Wasteland, or at least finishing the main story of Into That Pale Wasteland. So, off we go.
That concludes the mission content that will be handled by Asaba and Sakaku. Chief, you'll head alone to the central area closest to the irradiant core. There, you'll eliminate any high-threat ethereals that have spawned and reduce the danger there as much as possible before the main forces arrive. This is the most challenging and dangerous part of this operation, just like always. Please be careful, Chief Miyabi.
There's that concerned look again. Don't worry, Yanagi. I've got Tailless and the proxy on my side.
Don't worry, Miss Yanagi. If we're in danger, I'll shout for help through EOS's speakers at full volume.
It must be a really terrifying enemy to force the proxy to do something like that. That's all for the briefing. Wishing everyone a victorious return.
Hold on, Proxy. I have something to tell you about what happened the last time my father invited you to our home. I wasn't angry with you. It was my father who was out of line. I'm sorry for the trouble he caused. It's just that I saw a photo of my mother that day. Maybe in your eyes, this child is the sharpest blade the world has ever seen.
But all Mommy really wants is for you to grow up safe and sound. Because the path to becoming a hero often comes with losses that can't be undone. My Miyabi doesn't need the demon sword. I just want her to live an ordinary, happy life. I'm sure you'll become an outstanding person. But I also hope you don't grow up too fast. Just a little more slowly. Because growing up is a gift that comes with a price.
You know, what you told me is almost the same as what my mother said. I've already found the reason to wield my blade. I'll keep seeking a purpose that goes beyond wielding the blade. A hero's battle has to have an end, right? When the day comes that all evil has been eradicated, when that day comes, ask me again, Proxy. Ask me if I found a reason to live without a blade in my hand. This is my one-sided, selfish wish for you. But please, be sure to keep it in mind.
As much as the irradiant crystal core in the core area is tempting, I still hope the members of the House Special Operations return safely. Isn't this Chief Hoshimi's little bamboo? It looks rough and rugged, but it handles even the Institute's newest equipment with surprising skill. Its logic core must be pretty sharp, but then I expect nothing less from the Void Hunter's bamboo. The corruption effects in the core area are more intense, and the mutated ethereals are more ferocious. While assisting Chief Hoshimi, make sure to take care of yourself too, little bamboo. Why don't you respond like the other bamboo with NNA? Could you be more smart yet quiet and reserved type of little companion? It's right there, pick it up! The next operation cycle is about to begin. Yanagi, why don't you take this opportunity to exit the hovel and rest for a while? I heard from the proxy that you've been overwhelmed with your official duties and are quite exhausted. There is no need to worry about me, Chief Miyabi. Right now, the suppression operation of whatever is at a critical juncture. It's all for the sake of completing the mission smoothly. I'm usually busy dealing with swordplay and combat tasks. At the same time, all those official documents and matters concerning Harumatsu and Sakaku are left for you to handle. If you're not in good shape, it would be a big problem for me and everyone in Section 6. I get it, Chief Miyabi. Once this task is settled, I'll take a proper few days off, for the sake of Section 6 and New Eridu. I should say, the proxy has taken on much of my work as well as Asaba's and Sokaku's. Without the proxy's help, we really would be overwhelmed. Proxy, did you hear that? Yanagi's saying she's given you full marks on the squad member satisfaction questionnaire. Okay.
Why, Haramatsu, that woman at the orphanage it's just so sad.
Alright, Sakaku. That woman did what she had to see the children smile. Of course, that includes you too, so if you cry, it'll just make her sad.
Sakaku's not a little kid. Sakaku isn't crying.
Sakaku is indeed no longer a little kid. After all, a batch of rookies is about to join the HSL officially. Although we won't be taking in new members in Section 6, there are more and more people who have to address Sakaku as senior in the executive branch. The team members I personally trained are doing quite well.
Hiramasu is lying. Nagi told me that it was actually Proxy who personally trained them.
I can feel your opinion of me reaching a new low, Sakaku. Oh, did not mean to hit the microphone. I'm just trying to pull off the headset for a second and then itch my ear. You know, I just realized while doing the Anby story quest that I have no extra side content to do while trying to finish that. Because you know each part takes like at least 20 minutes, and I need something to finish the rest of the 10 minutes. We are very close to the Iranian core, Proxy. The advanced squad led by Izumi should also be operating nearby. Please actively support the advanced squad on your way to the destination. Understood. Leave the navigation and technical issues to me. The path ahead doesn't seem to be passable.
Sorry I'm late, Yanagi.
Ether fluctuations detected. Prepare for combat. Enemies incoming. Draw your blade.
Scatter! You're done!
That's just all I hear in my head is Virgil. Just, Or you would just hear scum. Well. Done. We can pass through now. You know, I'm hoping tomorrow, if Winston does get on, I'm hoping that
My blade is already
well, it doesn't matter what happens, as long as we need to beat the dungeon again in Destiny 2, the Sunder Doctrine, but also, even though we need to beat that, even when we beat it, as long as Zack is on, we're not going to be going into anything else. Like, we can't do Payday 3 with Orange, so it's like, I gotta see tomorrow if I can get Orange again to try to download something with me, because he was kind of way too drunk and high today to really hear much about what was going on. So there wasn't going to be much success with that. It is a bamboo belonging to Hollow Special Operations. It probably fell here after encountering combat. If it can be restored to working condition, we should be able to learn the whereabouts of the advanced squad. Can you attempt to repair, Proxy?
We should practice the blade. You strike
No need to
first.
fight! Bad ethereals! Take this! No, it's not a bad ethereal! Creature! I mean, it's a comrade at arms!
Any recollection of where the action squad went?
My squad was attacked by ethereals! I was placed here after being damaged, but the squad is trapped in the area ahead!
You've been a big help, little Bangbu. Thank you. Advanced squad's over there. Let's go and rendezvous. Chief Oshimi. Although we were prepared, we still underestimated the speed of the terrain changes and the threat level of the ethereals. Our team has sustained significant losses in our encounters with the ethereals. I will provide the details in the operation report. The technician capable of operating the ether disruptor in the team was also injured, so that progress of the advanced squad has come to a halt here. Failing to create a safe path to the battlefield for Section 6 is a declaration of my duties. I hope Chief Hoshimi will return victorious. It was just an unexpected circumstance in the operation. No need for grand speeches just yet. I'll take it from here. Thank you for your hard work, Captain Izumi. What the hell? Right over there. Oh, son of a bitch.
Evade! Weakling. Press forward.
It's always on the nights when you know you're gonna be up for a while that you end up feeling tired.
My blade is already sheathed.
But I literally can't go to sleep, so...
Waste of time. Yanagi, I'll handle it.
Oh, what the hell? Oh. Ah, I see. You need to be, no, not you.
Over.
You need to be focused on. You're not
Victory.
gonna go teleporting and
option.
doing bullshit. Not having it.
I'm unstoppable. My blade is already sheathed.
Oh my god, you can move. You can move her. Or no, she's just going backwards. I don't...
It's pointless to resist.
Alright,
Fine.
so that just happened. Chief Hoshimi, we encountered the ether tide during the evacuation, and the terrain changed. Simply put, we're trapped again. I heard that the Institute's new device can fix distorted terrain, but this guy doesn't seem to know how to operate it. They really want idiots like this in the Institute? The ether disruptor is a new device, and it's completely different from my area of expertise. Anyway, I'm just a foolish Institute member. My life doesn't matter as much as the irradiant crystal samples. They must get back to safety. Leave it to me. I just happen to have a technician with me. Hooray for Chief Hoshimi! You.
Weakling. Mind and body. Resistance is futile.
You fucker.
Evasive action.
Bro doesn't want to get judgment cut at all.
My blade is already sheathed.
You're gonna die, you teleporting asshole. Come get over here.
It's over. Purging slash. Let's finish the job.
Surrender!
Sorry I'm late, Yanagi. Watch out.
Yeah, you're not gonna be wasting any of my time. Oh, I see. Oh, I forgot about those. Oh, shit. Man, I completely forgot about these things. This area is riddled with unstable fissures, but we're finally nearing the end of the mission. Before picking a fissure to dive into, we need to run one last calculation on the bamboo workbench. I'm sure Miyabi could deal with such a situation quickly, but why risk getting her clothes dirty?
Should I read you something?
What are we doing here? What could I do here? I don't know what the point of that was. Money. Needs money. Because it took around like 6 million to level up Ambi to max. Still can't believe that Ambi's trailer went so fucking dark. Like, she literally slit her own throat. Like, damn, bro. Was not expecting that outcome. And you think that Astra Yao's trailer is dark. Get the fuck. Oh no! Failure! You lost. I got this. Oh! Well then, that didn't exactly go to plan. Do you think I could do it without actually looking at the screen? We got this. We don't need to see. 360 fall. Oh, we went so fucking far. I don't even know what just happened. Doom 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 doom. Easy. Take the elevator up and move forward. Oh, we're stuck. We can't go back and look for the things. Well, that's a lot of stuff here that I missed. Actually, there's one right there. Maybe I haven't missed anything.
My blade is already sheathed.
Her blade is already sheathed.
It's over.
You're done!
Roger. Enemies of Section 6 shall pay.
Weakling.
Passing through this fissure will lead us to the heart of the Irradiant Core. Based on past experience, we'll encounter some tough enemies on the other side. It'll just be another fight. Every time Miyabi says such a cool line, it feels like I'm standing beside a manga protagonist about to embark on an epic combat. Both of you, the reinforcement combat squad from Section 1 is still on the way. The constantly changing terrain is really causing a lot of trouble. No worries, Captain Izumi. With me and Yanagi, we can easily take down the enemy. Though I'd usually prefer to play it safe, having too many people would hinder Chief Miyabi's combat skills. I understand. They'll leave it to you two. Please save the world in a cool and heroic way once again. Your encouragement and support have been received. It's about time to begin. I guess I'm just not getting that chest to my right. So, what's the boss? You've got to be fucking kidding me.
Abnormal ethereal detected. Notorious. Pompeii, the enemy utilizes heavy weapons in battle and may use them to block agent attacks. You'll be left vulnerable if blocked and countered. Make sure to pace your offense.
He's gonna give me one of the bosses that I absolutely...
Waste of time.
Well, already?
Weakling.
A mere trifle.
It's over.
Where are you going?
Mind and body.
Victory, the only option.
It's pointless to resist. They're coming too.
The enemy's fallen! Well done, Proxy. Crystals have appeared over there. They must be the irradiant crystal core that the Ensue's been searching for. This unique ether fluctuation, and the reaction from the tailless. There's no mistaking it. Let's go retrieve the crystal core. This is the last irradiant crystal core, the Institute was searching for. Once it's recovered, this operation will come to an end. Tailless is especially restless today, just like when we were in Outer Ring Hollow. Could it be that Miss Miyabi's sword is about to lose control again? Can Eos's body put the sword back into its scabbard? Do not worry, Proxy. This time, no strange voices are ringing in my head. Tailless doesn't seem to be attempting to break free from my control. It's probably just this weird irradiant crystal core that has triggered Tailless's activity. Rather than that, it seems like the irradiant core in midair is showing signs of activity. Foxfire! Foxfire is coming from the Miyabi's sword! Real shit. Well, off we go. The core wails in the sky, and the ether tide sweeps across. In the low murmur of Tailless, the foxfire brought about a familiar sensation of dizziness. Oh? It's so quiet. All those voices. They've all disappeared. Where are the cries of the Hoshimi family heads? The very ones who persistently urged me to wield my blade. Have they faded into this emptiness? Perhaps those voices were just illusions that I hadn't managed to sever completely. It seems that my training hasn't been entirely without effect. No, I hear it. A barely audible echo resounds from the darkness. I hear it. Kill. What? I heard a voice similar to mine. Only with strength can you... Shut up! Is it my turn to utter such cliched lines to future generations? I refuse. Saying idealistic phrases like eradicate all evil while the sword is drawn, when the sword is sheathed. Can one forget their disdain and anger toward evil? If that's the case, it is for the justice in your heart, or simply to find a seemingly righteous reason for the power you wield. Listen well, Hoshimi Miyabi. Those with power do not necessarily wield their blades for the right cause. And being weak does not mean one cannot differentiate between good and evil. One wields the blade while carrying hope, and continues to do so even when trapped in despair. Only then does one earn the right to raise the sword. I guess the familiar voice is still Miyabi. I thought the familiar voice was the other voice. I don't know why I did like the Miyabi with quotations and then whatever. When one possesses strength, don't forget to wield it against evil. I don't even know at this point. Huh? Is there a voice other than mine? Miss Miyabi, is that Proxy's voice? Miyabi! Chief Miyabi! They're also everyone's voices. If it's the chief, she would definitely be able to do it, but when the chief isn't here, I'll be the one to do it. There's no need to be stubborn, Yanagi. After all, there's also Harumasu and Sakaku. I'm sure you'll be an outstanding person, but I also... Oh, it's her mother. I'm sure you'll be an outstanding person, but I also hope you don't grow up too fast. Just a little more slowly. Got it, Mom. I've grown into a somewhat capable of adult. Being a relentless blade is just a projection of my own, and many others' expectations of what you should be, right? Proxy, why are you suddenly so worried about me? But beyond being a blade and a void hunter, you're still flesh and blood. I hear you loud and clear. Not that voice that calls for me to wield my blade, but rather the voices that give me a reason to put my blade down. Miyabi! Miss Miyabi! Can you hear me? Proxy? Yes, it's me, Miss Miyabi. You're finally awake. How are you feeling? It feels like this conversation has happened before. Just now, the foxfire suddenly erupted from the scabbard. Although it wasn't as intense as last time, it seems to have caused you to lose consciousness again. But you didn't faint like last time. You just stood there in a daze. Does this mean... That's right, Proxy. I'm fine. It's probably just the Irradiant crystal core that triggered the activation of Tailless. But if this had happened during a battle, it would have been troublesome. It's my carelessness that has caused you unnecessary worry, Proxy. I'm relieved to hear that you're okay, Miss Miyabi. If you had woken up just a half a minute later, I would have activated EOS's speakers and shouted for help at full volume. In that case, the name of the legendary Proxy would have been ruined, wouldn't it? By the way, let me tell you a secret. In Tailless' dream, I heard your voice. Man, I missed a lot of stuff. Ma'am, seeing you again must mean the Section 6 operation in the place turned out well, right? Several days ago, under Miyabi's leadership, Section 6 eliminated several dangerous ethereals in whatever. The scale of the hollow was brought under control, and Section 6's mission came to a close. Of course, such smooth progress in the operation was also thanks to the wholehearted assistance of an extra squad member. There's an official document from Section 6 that needs to be delivered to you directly. Hence, I contacted you to come down to the Hand HQ. Looking at the emblem on the folder, it should be related to the suppression operation. Section Chief Hoshimi Section Chief Hoshimi specifically instructed me to deliver it to you, personally, and intact. She said it was an operation report or something like that. In any case, now that you have the documents, my mission is complete, although I'm not sure what exactly your role was in the operation. I know that you must have made a significant contribution to New Eridu, which is why the officers of Section 6 hold you in such high regard. I sincerely thank you, the Nameless Hero.